Hopefully that noise isn't too loud. I had to wash his bed. I got my dog today, and he peed on the bed. So
Welcome to You Do Comedy Season 2. So this season, his intro music is brought to you by Kirk Broussard. He is another local comic here. He does music production. So hit him up if you need a dope-ass intro or outro or just, I don't know, anything. All his links will be in the description below, so check him out. This season on You Do Comedy, I'm going to interview more out-of-town comics. Don't worry, we're still going to get the local ones. Haven't forgot about them. There's plenty of people to talk to here. But I just want to see what's going on in the world so we can live in it. Today's first guest is Darron Finesilver. He's a fairly new comic, about 2 years in, same time as me. And it's just interesting talking to him because I got questions that I ask myself sometimes. So I asked him, and it's interesting seeing where our different careers have taken us so far and how we plan to move forward. So check it out. And as always, if you like what you're hearing, if you like the channel, please subscribe, like the videos. If you don't like what's going on, leave it in the comments. Let me know. If you want a new host, let me know. I probably won't do it, but just let me know. Anyways, enjoy the show. All right, so welcome to the podcast, You Do Comedy. It's exactly that. You do comedy. I hope that wasn't, how long have you been doing comedy?
what's it, 2021? So I started in 2019, and COVID kind of ruined last year. So we'll say 2 years, but I've only really been in the game for maybe a year, 5 months, 4 months.
Okay. Which month did you start in 2019?
August 2019. So I think it
August
was like
2019?
after my birthday. You know what? I want to jump into comedy, and
Okay. Because August was also when I started comedy, 2019. Wait, hang on. I need a calendar. No, yeah, August 2019. Yeah, that's when I started comedy. So yeah, all right, cool. We got the same comedy birthday.
look at that, where it's like a matchmaking.
It's like the stars aligned or something. I don't know.
Or that gas station bathroom or something. I don't know.
Oh no, never again. All right. So August 2019. Where are you from? What
So
what was it?
washing machine issues. I don't know if you guys heard that. That's the perks of washing machines. I'm actually born and raised in Indianapolis, Indiana. Lived there for 27 years, and literally 3 weeks, not even 3 weeks ago. No, only a week ago. Literally a week ago today, I hit the road and moved to Mesa, Arizona. So,
Oh, okay. You're just a state over now.
oh yeah.
How is the comedy down there right now?
In Indy, I don't know if you can hear that. If you can hear that, if you
I
hear that,
heard that. I heard that.
this is what. Okay, so let me just say, this is what happens, people. If you want dogs are cute and they're awesome, and I love my dog. I just got a dog today. It peed on its bed. I'll tell you something. Disclaimer: pissed the bed till I was 10. So don't need to let everybody. But but anyway, comedy in Indy was cool. It was different. It had its own little like subgroup. Like you know how you like was in high school and they had like the jocks at one table and the nerds at one table and whatever else you want to say at the other table. That's what it kind of was. Like everybody had their own little group, except
Yeah.
like they was all like in the nerd category. Come on now,
Yeah, basically, yeah. Like 90% of comedians
I'm
fall to
good.
that nerd.
Here we go. Hopefully you can hear me better over here.
We will see. If I have complaints in the comments, we know it was you.
If you have to blame me and blame the French bulldog for pissing on the bed.
I'm not. I'm not gonna blame the dog. No, I would probably get blackballed from every comment if I blame the dog.
Probably. I'll get canceled right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. All right. So what's it like in? Have you found any mics? Any open mics at all? Anything in Mesa?
I haven't found anything yet. I've seen some stuff online. I haven't got the chance to get out there yet. So I
Okay.
say week, 2 weeks after I get settled in and everything gets to. I don't want to say COVID normalcy is not going to happen for a while, but once it's like okay, I'm an Arizona resident. After I flip somebody off in traffic and it's real, then I'll make my way out there.
All right. Well, good luck with that. Hope that's soon. All right. But okay. What made you move to Arizona?
So I actually got a job. I'm not going to say the job comments. I don't want to say something stupid and you lose your job because of it, but a job opportunity. And I was like, you know what? It's a new start. It's something new. And not even gonna lie, literally the day after I got to Arizona and like was the day I woke up in my apartment, it was snowing, snow and ice and whatever else it was like. It was like the Christmas story, the heat miser, ice miser. I'm over here in heat miser land, and literally they were ice miser. And in Indy, it didn't snow at all this year except for a little frost on Christmas Eve. So
Don't they get a lot of snow usually?
they get it, give or take. I mean, global warming's a thing, but
Yeah.
it is what.
Well, I mean, welcome to the Southwest. It gets hot, so I hope you made the right choice there. Hope you got a good AC in home.
Oh yeah, I didn't make the right choice with Jollibee last night. No disrespect to them.
It's like that sometimes. It'd be like that sometimes.
I'm trying an In-N-Out burger tonight though, so I know they got that in Vegas. So.
Yeah, we got that. It's very popular West Coast burger. People will say it's the best, and then some people will say Whataburger is the best. I don't. Yeah, I don't get into politics.
I love Whataburger, man. So.
Yeah, you'll have your opinion and you let us know. I personally think In-N-Out is better, but I just like I've had Whataburger burgers. Um, and I don't know if you've ever had the 69 cents cheeseburger from Del Taco.
I haven't.
I don't even know if they're on the menu anymore because they've changed. But when I tasted my first Whataburger burger, I instantly thought this is a 69-cent cheeseburger from Del Taco.
Oh, they got cheeseburgers at Del Taco?
They used to. I don't know if they still do.
Yeah.
If they do, the 69-cent cheeseburger, to me, it's the same as a Whataburger.
Is it because it's like your mouth starts to water and you're like 69 cents? You're saving money, instead of 99 cents.
Yeah, that could be it. That could be it. I never thought about that. Never put that in my mind. I was too young at the time to think about that.
Oh, young at the time. We all know it all started out when we were like 11 years old, and that hot Dragon Ball Z character. I don't even know if there are women in Dragon Ball Z. That sounds bad.
Android 18. She's Bulma. Yeah, there's some characters. Come on now.
I've never watched it. I need to watch it.
Wow, and you're a comic, and every comic's heard of it. Every person, like by now in 2021, everyone's heard of them at least.
I've heard of it. I know what Dragon Ball is. Goku, Vegeta, and veganism or whatever.
All right, cool. All right. Well, we'll just leave it at that because I am a fan, and I want to like you at least until the end of this filming.
I mean, I know there's the over 9,000 stuff, so
just don't go mainstream on me. Let's talk about comedy. Let's talk about comedy.
Okay.
Okay, so you were just saying because of your birthday, you're like, I want to do comedy now. Like, what's the whole backstory?
Okay, you got me. You want to know the real reason, and only a few people know the real reason. So I matched with a chick on a dating app, and I'm the creep right here. You guys want to hear about how I'm a creep? I'm gonna tell you I'm a creep. Matched with a girl off a dating app. I'm not selling the dating app because we don't need to give them any credit. Anyway, she's like, oh, I do comedy, blah 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 blah. So I was looking like, oh, open mics in Indy. Not to be stalkerish, I wanted to see what kind of jokes she was talking about. I wanted to see. She could have been talking about, man, I don't know. I make really good Del Tacos or something. Like I don't know. I don't know what she's gonna talk about. But I go there and she doesn't. She's not there. But I go there and they're like, oh, it's $5. They said, but if you want to perform, it's free. So also disclaimer, last name's Finesilver. So my chief ass was like, okay, I'm gonna go sling some jokes. I'll watch some other people and let me hop up on the microphone. I don't remember what I said the first time. I said some corny stuff, but got some laughs. There was audience members. It wasn't just comics. There was like audience people that actually were there paying to watch open mic comedy, which this might get us in some hot water, but I don't know who would pay ever to watch open mic comedy. Like you're just really being generous. That's like donating to Toys for Tots or something, but whatever. Anyway, but no, so I got some laughs and some people's like, oh, hey, you going to be at this mic next week? You're going to be at this mic tomorrow? I'm like, sure, man. And then I just showed up and, I was meeting these people. And by the way, I'm an only child. So for me, like meeting people, I'm like, oh, cool, I'm meeting people. And this is before, pre-Rona. This is 2019. So it was nice to just meet people, go out, and it was stimulating. It was mind stimulating. And then I just got hooked. Actually forgot about that chick that I even matched with on either unmatched or whatever. Also, we'll get to that. I have met that chick in person, not on a date, but you can ask me those questions. I don't really care. That's besides the point. But that's what started the comedy. It was an adrenaline rush, and then you start sucking. You're like, dude, I sucked, and then it's like, oh wait, I actually care about this. I actually care that I sucked tonight. When 2 weeks ago I was just doing this to get in free, so I didn't have to pay $5. You know.
Okay, that's a. So it's all about. It was all for a girl initially.
Apparently, and the move to Arizona, this wasn't for a girl. That's one thing. I've met a girl down here. I don't know what's going on with it. We're not going to get into that either. I don't want to knock on wood. Don't want to jinx myself, but you know, I'm a word of advice to my single fellas and single women: don't do it for a girl and don't do it for a guy. Do it for yourself inside.
All right, that's a good advice. That's a good advice. Actually, my story is kind of similar. But you know what? I'm not the guest here, so we're gonna skip over me. No, so what was like? So I originally like I wanted to do comedy. And then one night like I'm just gonna do comedy, but that's my story. Like like I was just like, what am I doing? I always want to try it. I'm just gonna do it.
Oh,
But
exactly.
I had forgotten the real reason why I wanted to. Like, I mean, I always wanted to, but the real push to do it was I was reading. I remember months later, after I don't know, a couple months in comedy, it just hit me like I did it for a girl. Cause like she was saying like, oh yeah, I like funny guys too, and like, and I'm one of those like naturally just funny, like I'm just funny when I talk kind of people.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
And then I was like, for some reason, I was like, I have to step it up a level. Like, there's plenty of funny guys out there, but I'm gonna be a comedian. Like, I'm like a certified funny. Like, here you go. Like, you know.
No, I feel you.
And then I don't know. She's never actually seen my stand up, and I never invite her out. I was like, I don't talk to her either. I guess all that's what happens. You find a muse, and then you let them go.
Yeah, just reach out to her. Maybe she's working at Whole Foods now or something. You never know.
No, she's still a bartender. Like we're still Facebook friends and stuff. So I kind of keep tabs. Not weird way.
It's, I don't think anything's really weird if you think about it. It's just we're all human.
It all depends on who's interpreting it. Someone probably be like, no, that's weird, dude. But
That's like it's like, oh, dude, you're a stalker. You was trying to go see some female comedian. It's like, no, I just wanted to see what she had to say. And then me being a stalker got me doing what I'm doing. So
I mean, I don't think that would have been, in my opinion. I don't think that was a stalker. She said she was a comedian, and
yeah.
you're some kind of vibe. And like, well, let me see what she's all about on the stage. And
Oh.
but I want to know, like, so like after you did that, and you started going to the mics more. When you ran into her, did she like recognize you? Did like,
Oh, yeah, dude. And well, actually, the thing is, she didn't ever initiate. Oh, hey, you're the guy that we met on. Yeah, the app. Not gonna say it. We're not no endorsements. They're not paying us now. So one of these apps want to pay us, then maybe we'll throw it out there. But anyway, you're the dude off of that app. No, she. I did a set. I was hosting actually. No, I wasn't hosting. But he was hosting, and I was running sound. But I did my set. It was horrible set. Whatever. It was depressing. Whatever. I don't. I don't know. But anyway, she calls me out, and she's like, "Oh yeah." She's like, Darren looks like one of those guys that would fall in love with some girl in Canada, and I'm like, I wasn't even making a joke about a girl in Canada that night. The weird thing about that though is I actually did date a girl. My longest relationship actually was a long distance relationship with a girl in Canada, but I was like, you're gonna make a joke, and I'm like, that hit kind of close to home. Like, fuck you.
wow, okay.
But yeah, so and I've seen her, and then the second time I seen her, we did a house. Well, it wasn't like a house show. It was like a house show open mic thing. She had to go to the bathroom after me. And I was like, hey, just want to let you know I didn't piss on the toilet seat. That was a little weird, but at that point, I didn't care. It's like I had already lost interest. It's like there was no chemistry, so I was like, I'm just gonna treat you like a bro. Like, now you go to the bathroom after me, I'm just telling you the same thing. Hey, I didn't piss in the toilet seat, man. Like, if there's
All right.
piss on there, don't blame me, man.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Equal rights. I get it. I get it.
Oh yeah.
So, okay. All right. So you went to the mic, you did your thing, you ran into her, it was just over with, but you stayed with the comedy.
Oh yeah. and
Okay.
and that's the adrenaline rush, man. Honestly, it was the adrenaline rush and just
Mhm.
meeting these people. They're adding you on Facebook, and then you get to that point. And I'm sure you're at this point. Well, we're in a freaking comedy group, but when we get random comics that you don't even know sending friends requests to one another, which I've reached out to
Mm.
you at this point, but when you wake up or when you wake up to comics that you got like two mutuals with, but nobody else in Indianapolis or Vegas or in Arizona or whatever Mesa, nobody else in that scene knows them, and just some random comic finds you. It's like, how did you find?
It is. It is a little odd when that happens. I'm like, I don't know you, but you seem to know everybody else here in Vegas. So all right, cool.
Oh, I like it, dude. I don't know. It's weird. Like maybe I'm
I'm
hyping. I might hype myself up, but I'm like, oh, maybe I'm doing something good in comedy. That Sarah Johnson, which I don't know if that's that might be a girl that does comedy. Sarah Johnson, if you do comedy, subscribe to my OnlyFans. But Sarah Johnson, it's she it's like, oh, dude, she likes my stuff, which maybe she doesn't. What I hate though is when you add a comic, and I probably did this to you, but you add a comic, and then as soon as you add them, they invite you to like their freaking page, their little fan page.
yeah, I don't like that.
I'm like, I'll do it, like not to like just you. I just do it because I send the invites. I'll go on there. I'm like, oh hey, well, it says invite. Okay, whatever, check it out. I do it like maybe once a week, and if you happen to be on it that one time, but I won't do it as soon as I add you. Like that's
I'm okay with it if I know the person and they add me like, all right, that's fine. I know you. I'm gonna support you. But when it
mhm.
is a complete rando and like, here, not like my page, I'm like, I don't know you. I don't know why you added me. If it's for a follow, you picked the wrong guy, you know? Like I'm not saying like I don't want to support them, but I just don't I mean, I don't know if they're funny to me or whatever, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't know if they're funny. You don't know if they're controversial. I mean, who cares about controversial these days? But you don't know what they could be. They could be a complete cunt in their scene.
Yeah, which I mean, when in everybody's scene there's always, those people, but I try not to. It's comedy, whatever. If it doesn't involve me, fine. I'm good. No.
I feel it. That's a good way to be.
It's right now especially, everyone's there's hardly any shows going on. So right now for anyone to try to like get canceled for nothing they did, it would suck. It'd be horrible.
Oh, I agree with that. I
Yeah.
definitely agree.
Which is like I've actually been thinking about going to Arizona, mostly like Phoenix or something to check out the mics there right now, just to get out of here because it's boring.
Dude, there's stuff. That's the thing. Like I have seen like there's stuff that's going on. Like I'm in the. Are you in the? Hey, I'm coming to Phoenix Comedy or the Phoenix Comedy Group?
No.
Well, then I'll after this is over with or whatever. I'll get you that little invite in there, man. And I don't know if there's a Vegas one or not, but
Yeah,
yeah, there's
we got a couple
stuff.
Vegas ones.
You said what?
There's a couple Vegas pages groups I'll send you an invite to.
Well, I'll check it out. I'll check
Yeah.
it out. There's stuff. That's what I'm saying. There's stuff going on. I just haven't got my way out there. Packing, unloading, and got a little munchkin that made the washer machine go off.
Yeah. So you moved there for a job though, not for comedy, just for
Well,
strictly for a job.
so I moved for a job, but also the comedy was like a main factor because I'm like it's 4 hours, 4:30 from Vegas or 4:40 from Vegas, and 5:15 from for LA. So I am eventually gonna try to I want to work this job, make some sales plus commission. Not gonna give it away, but sales versus commission. So I'm save up enough money, get myself where it's like, okay, cool. I made some money. I can work, take some vacation time, do whatever I gotta do, and then start hammering this. And that's one cool thing about this whole code. Not cool thing about code, but there's TikTok. There's other ways to engage. There's like this right here. We're doing this right here. Somebody might see it and be like, oh, okay, cool. And there's ways to grow your audience. There's ways to get noticed, than just hitting 20 open mics in a week.
Right. Definitely. Definitely. You got to find something to do, some way to promote yourself with online content. It's been around for a while. And right now, it's very, very like more popular than ever just because there's less reason to go outside. There's less reason to go do stuff. So having podcasts, TikToks, Instagram content you can put out, it's a great factor, great way to promote yourself right now. When things open up, like that's the guy from that video, whatever video was, that's that guy,
Oh, oh, exactly.
Mhm.
And it's about hitting a home run. It's just about getting contact on the ball, and and it's like, okay, cool, that's this guy, this guy, this guy. That's like you see these TikTokers. Well, now TikTok, I guess, is a thing. But I remember when TikTok was first starting. Some of these other apps, Vine, not TikTok, scratch that. When Vine was happening, and they had like those little YouTube fests and like internet fests, and here's some goofball on Vine that did a video about throwing a water balloon at his little sister or something. But yet this guy's getting invited. He's getting his hotel paid for. He's getting his meals paid for, and he's making 15, $20,000, a month off of bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, so it's
Yeah.
just about cutting your teeth and getting that gold.
Yeah, exactly. Got to find what works for you and do it.
Oh
Stick
yeah.
to it. So if it wasn't for comedy or not comedy, so if it wasn't for your job, um, would you have even left Indiana, or would you have tried to pursue comedy still? Because I feel like, I mean, I know what you said, like your job, cool, money, we're a living, got to make money regardless. But comedy was like the real push because you're like, I can go to other places. So would you have moved on your own for comedy, or like
That's
how big a deal was the job? I guess I'm trying to say.
it's the least I know I could. It's one of those things I know I can support myself on. It's not, it ain't no $100,000, $200,000 job. It's not, it's nothing fancy. It's still, what I would be making, at a decent job, maybe back in Indy. But it's the fact that it's, I could make this job in Indy, but it's like, or I could just do it in LA, or not LA, do it in, Arizona. And I'm like, why not just do it in Arizona? Do it in Arizona. It's the same amount of money. Well, it's a little bit more money, just slightly. Maybe about $5,000, $10,000 more. But still, you've got the little bit more money. But on top of that, it's like it's LA, and then the weather. The weather's nicer, and just gonna. I mean, I know it's gonna get hot as shit in the summertime, in the spring, but it's that. And then like I think Indy was like it was dead when I left. There's like there was like one or two like little, not even mics, like there was like showcase things, and and that's cool and all. I mean, it's cool. It's all about being supportive, but if I'm not on it, it's like I might as well just get ready to hit the road and try to get my thing out there.
Right. Okay. So that's good. You know, because I was thinking like I was also looking for like a job like last year before the pandemic, the job traveling, and then I would go state to state, and it would have been perfect for doing comedy because like every time I travel to state, let me go to this mic, let me go to this mic. Would have helped out a lot. Obviously, COVID happened, so I'm still in Vegas, but
Yeah.
it's good that you found a job that can support you and actually help you with the dream of being a big time comedian.
If I wouldn't have got that job, like I said, I probably would have. I'd have probably stayed in India until I found something. Until I found another job somewhere else. And then I would just hoped. Hey, hope a mic opens up, or hey, if something in Chicago. Well, Chicago's worse than Indy. With the whole COVID and everything. But hope something open up. Maybe drive to Cincinnati or whatever, and try to just keep doing it. But it was just getting stale. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of promise in Indianapolis. I'm not coming here to be like, oh, Indianapolis sucks for comedy. Indianapolis is cool for comedy. It's got a lot of promise, but at the same time, it's like, I wanna get out there, and I
Yeah,
wanna see I wanna see life. And then also, life's more than just comedy. Comedy's great. I love it. But at the same time, it's like I wanna see some other stuff. I wanna check some stuff out. And
I mean,
it,
definitely. Like you don't. Plus, you don't want to stay at your hometown doing comedy forever.
no, exactly,
You
exactly.
want to. You have to put yourself out there, and at least right now with pandemic, like we're doing this a podcast episode. You're in Arizona. There's just
Yeah.
Zoom shows doing the same thing, doing open mics on Zooms, virtual shows. People in other states can see you now,
Oh
so
yeah.
it's a great thing to do. So I would not, I don't think I'd ever move away from Vegas. I like it here too much, but it's nice that I can see other places or people can see me while I'm here.
Oh yeah.
But you just took a bigger leap. You're like, I'm just gonna move. Would you have moved anywhere else for a job? Would you have considered Vegas?
The thing is, I've been to Vegas once, and it was for the Magic convention, not like Magic, like the crazy, like I'm a magician, but like the clothing convention. I don't know if
Oh,
you.
I was thinking of Magic the Gathering. That's
Uh,
that's what I was thinking.
no Magic the Gathering, no mana on there.
All right.
No, but see, I know Magic the Gathering, not Dragon, not Dragon Ball Z, but I know about some dragons and Magic the Gathering. But anyway, Anyway, no, I would have potentially, if the job was in Vegas, I could see myself. Like I said, I was there and it was nice. It was nice little dry heat, I think no, I didn't have Whataburger. I had Whataburger when I was in Oklahoma, but I had what is it? You guys got not fat guy, fat guys burger or
We got Fat Burger.
fat burger? That's what it is, fat burger. Oh my gosh, that place was great. Expensive, but great.
It's pretty good. It's pretty delicious. I mean, we've been having a lot of people move here lately. New Yorkers, LA, most of them. I haven't really met anyone from some smaller town, but it seems like everybody wants to move to Vegas right now. I guess I don't know. I don't mind it. It's cool, but at the same time, why does everybody want to live here now?
I want to be a Raiders, dude. That's man.
That's the
Just,
biggest joke of all, I
just
guess. But it's cool. I'm glad you didn't move to Vegas. One less comedian to compete with here. So, thank you.
No, that's the only thing is like, yeah, it's like moving out west. It's like now there are LA comics and there are comics, Vegas comics. It's like, oh, I got to compete, but also at the same time, like, I hopefully, I can get in there. It's not necessarily like a competition. I can get in there and it's like, okay, cool, we're good, we're this. And luckily, it's just I can network myself where it's like, okay, cool, Darren gets these gigs, and it's not, oh, he's still in gigs. He's like still in gigs. What God? That's
I mean, I had a previous episode. I was talking to a guy. He's in Vegas. I don't know if you saw the episode, Ryan Barassa. But we got to talk about that. And it's like you have to ask for shows. You have to ask for spots too. You don't just wait till someone gives it to you. So I wouldn't anyone who's out there doing shows a lot, I would never say like, oh, they're stealing shows. If they're asking for shows and they're getting it, cool. They're good enough to get booked, and or no one else is jumping at the chance, and someone's coming up to a booker. I'm sure that makes it easier too. And if they're good enough, like, all right. So I wouldn't say people are stealing. People definitely need to put themselves out there more.
No, exactly. I 125% agree, man.
Yeah, which is also why people say like there's a competition. Like I feel like there's a little competition. Because you have to be funny to be on a show,
Oh yeah, exactly,
to get on
exactly.
paid shows. If you're not funny, or if you're not good with, if you can't sell yourself on stage, they're not gonna get booked more than likely.
No, exactly,
And
exactly.
and that's only competition. I feel you just have to be funny. So if you feel like you're losing out to somebody, you might want to look at yourself and be like, what am I not doing right?
I agree tenfold, man, tenfold.
So let me see. Oh, I was gonna hear your set. Yes. So I listened to your set, and you were doing those dating jokes. How far into comedy were you for that clip you sent me? Do you know?
Oh, dude, that was literally probably 3 weeks to 2 months into comedy. Like it was super fresh. Like I said, it was kind of horrible. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it was kind of.
There was a couple jokes in there that I laughed at. You were the biggest one I remember. You were making a joke about I forget what city you were going to with comic friends, and then you're like, be safe out there on the streets or whatever.
Oh yeah, my dad was telling me because yeah, it was a little town called Beech Grove, and that was like that was the beginning of that. And my dad, he was born in Beech Grove, and my dad he was just telling me to be safe just in general, like because that's what dads do, that's what parents do. Hey, don't say the wrong word, don't get yourself. That's that's basically the worst thing that could happen. It's canceled. They ain't gonna happen. Yeah, Beech Grove. Yeah, that's it's not rough, but the women they were kind
and
of
and
rough.
and that's what I laughed at because you're like, don't like I forget what you said, but you're like, don't worry, I'm not taking them home with me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think I want to. I don't think you don't want to take them home, man. No, no, you've got a better
Okay,
chance than
gotcha,
Vegas.
gotcha.
Vegas,
No, I definitely I did like those jokes. I didn't. Ooh, wow, okay, the women must be bad there because I was thinking I don't know where I was going with this or anything, but I just remember that one caught my attention because I don't even remember. This sucks because I don't really remember. I just remember that line, and that was it. Um, where was I going with this? Honestly, like I'm trying to remember the joke at the same time I'm trying to talk, and it's not working. I'm only good for one task at a time.
it's life.
Yeah. Okay. if I remember, I'll come back to it.
All right.
So you were like 2 weeks, 3 months, something like that in there. Do you still do those jokes? Or any of them?
I'll have to rewatch it because that's the I don't remember the set verbatim. I know some people are like, oh yeah, I did this joke, I did this joke. It was really just kind of just random. There are some jokes that I have that I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna do this. Okay, this is my leader. But a lot of it, it's like Play-Doh. I take it and if I'll do the same jokes as it's this color, Play-Doh. But I'll take blue Play-Doh, but then I'll just keep I'm trying to use the right word. Trying to fix it into what it needs to be. You know what I mean? I change my sets up constantly. Like, so maybe I'll use them, but it's just I'll have to remember. Like, I got them. Like, what I do, I don't know if you do this, but like I'll like make set lists, but I won't like write my jokes out. But like, so say like the Beach Grove women. I'm not taking them home. I call that BGW or something. You know what I mean? And then that's like, okay, that's that joke. So then like I'll look in my head before I go on set. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do BGW. I'm gonna talk about my dog in the dryer. Whatever joke is. No, I'm not. I'm not putting you in the dryer.
No, I actually, I did used to do that. I used to have my jokes, the keywords, so I knew which joke to do where. I don't do that anymore. Uh, I've somehow managed to have like actual like 5 minute sets and stuff like of a particular topic.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I kind of do it then. I use one keyword for a bigger set now. I guess
Okay.
I guess that's what I'm doing. But I did used to do that as like a keyword joke, for like what were my keywords? I had like a whole like a family set of like mom, dad jokes, the brother joke, the dead dog jokes, whatever stuff. So yeah, I did used to do that kind of stuff.
You put the dog in the dryer.
No, no, it was darker than that. It was darker than that. No, like I have you seen your video? Like when was the last time you seen that video that you saw?
Actually, so like I said, it's not the best set, but it's the best. Not I'm using best loosely, but it's the best like video set that I feel like I have. I watched it. What's today? Today's the third. I watched it January 1st because I actually submitted it to be a part of this sixth city comedy festival in Cleveland.
So 2 days ago, January 1st.
2 days ago, yeah. So you had to use you couldn't use an audio clip, and I was like, man, if I had to do audio clip, I've got some pretty decent stuff, some good sets, some rowdy crowd, but yeah. So I listened to it, but it's like I kind of blinked it out. That's the bad thing, you watch it, oh, this is the joke, okay, yeah, I guess this is what we're gonna go with. I guess I'm gonna submit it, but it's one of those things. Just like you don't remember it, you know what I mean?
No, definitely. I recorded myself, and then I don't remember. I don't look at it. I just watched maybe a month or two ago a video I recorded 6, 7 months ago, and I'm just like, what was I? Oof, what was I thinking? What was I saying? Like,
Oh yeah, watch your body, watch a bunch of different things. I know my thing is I'll talk over myself, like, or when I get a pause break, when they laugh, and then I just run right over the pause break. I say, oh yeah, this is this, and then they start laughing, and I'm just like, all right, cool, cool, shut the fuck up, stop laughing, pay attention to me, and that's I think honestly that's just probably a form of my anxiety. Honestly, it just you get up there and you start feeling like a conversation. You should start talking to people.
definitely. I've gotten better at that. Definitely, I think everyone, you just go up there and then you just start rambling. Your jokes are coming out, and you don't want to lose pace or you don't want to lose momentum or whatever you want to do. So you just keep going. Because I know I did a show actually. Today's what, Sunday? I did a show Friday at midnight, and I try to make sure I like tell us, all right, I'm gonna tell the joke. When they laugh, give them a minute to laugh or a few seconds, go on to the next joke, and not do that running off, rambling like you were saying.
Oh yeah, no, that can be horrible, and it's sickening to even rewatch it. It's like, oh my god, like Dylan, what was I thinking?
Yeah, well, I'm glad you sent that video because then that just means like you're like just it's cringeworthy to you. You're like, So I'm glad you sent that because then we can really talk about like coming up in comedy because that's what the whole podcast is about. Like anyone who thought about doing it, is thinking about doing it.
Do it, do it.
Yeah.
That's it. Do it. And if you eat, okay, well, I don't know what you guys call it. Let's say the words that you call it when you have a really bad set, but it embraces you. And if you're one of the people that you can't handle pressure, then do comedy. And then when they roast when they, I don't know. It'll suck for a day or two, but then it shows if you hold your feelings on a really bad set for more than a day, then comedy's not. But if you get back up and you write some stuff, then hey, there's a place in comedy for you potentially.
Yeah, I think the word is bombing. I don't know if that's what you guys use. We use bombing.
Pop
Yeah,
on in the term, you probably get it.
yeah. But it's good because I when I watch the video, I can tell this is it wasn't like a seasoned veteran video. It wasn't like someone's been doing 10, 20 years. So I kind of had the impression you only been recently doing this because I noticed you were just going and going and going and going, which is not a bad thing. It's good to have that kind of momentum. But I was hearing like the little laughters here and there. You were going the big laughters and then still kind of going.
Like that's my thing. Just you got to learn to just write it out. That's my thing. Is when I started writing my material, when I started writing like, okay, this is the topic, and then I look at it, before I go up there, I'm like, okay, cool. I talked about Jeff Dahmer, okay, and then I know, okay, this is a material. Now let's talk about this is what my love life sucks, okay, But then I learned by listening to stuff. I start talking about this, but then I say, oh, this is what I had at McDonald's today. It was like, what? He's talking about Jeff Dahmer. Then he talks about his love life sucks, and now this is what he has for McDonald's.
Right. So your transitions. So how are you handling that now? Do you do a joke that leads off slightly into the next one?
Yeah, so I do it now where it all kind of ties in together. So if I was talking about dating, and then I'm going to talk about fat chicks, then I might talk about taking my first date to McDonald's. Then it's like, okay, then you can talk about the McDonald's thing. Also, nothing wrong with that, and I'm just using that for content. Don't want to get canceled here.
You're good. You're good. Well, I'll make sure to put that he loves fat chicks. Don't worry. Oh,
W 2021. There we go. Big 2021.
yeah, yeah. So, because but like with my set now, I don't. It's personal stuff, like stuff about me. So I don't have like I do like an introvert joke, but it's about me. Then I go into a divorce, but it's about me. Then I go into like a trip I took to Sacramento, but it's about me. But there's no transition. I don't go from my joke that says mentions McDonald's at the end. Then I'm like, oh yeah, speaking of McDonald's, here I went to Burger King or whatever. So I don't
Yeah.
have a clear transition on all those jokes, but there's a pause. The only common denominator that's about me. You know, do you when you do your jokes and you're trying to like piece them together, you do your Play-Doh thing, and the transitioning, is that a big factor to you, or do you sometimes just I'm gonna do blue Play-Doh, green Play-Doh, and I don't care how I mix it up?
Honestly, it depends on the night. Honestly, I know that sounds a seasoned veteran would say, "Oh, I do blue Play-Doh, and it needs to be blue Play-Doh, and if green Play-Doh comes out, then we just shut the fuck up and we end it." But it just depends. Like it depends on the type of mic. Like if it's like a showcase, then we're sticking to blue Play-Doh. Blue Play-Doh is where it's going. Unless it's going horrible, then okay, then we might throw a green Play-Doh or we might throw a purple Play-Doh in there.
Mhm.
Um,
I'm
but no,
glad. Yeah, no, I'm glad you mentioned that actually, because it's actually kind of nice. Someone who's only been doing it for as long as I have. The questions I have for you are stuff that I thought about that I've been bringing up. But you mentioned like going on the different types of mic. If you go to your local dive bar mic where it's just only comics, no one's listening, no one really cares, you'll do whatever. Just you go up there and talk, and then maybe something will make someone laugh. And like, all right, I might use this. Versus going to an open mic that has, I would say, paying audience members because they're there to listen, they're there to watch and be entertained, and then trying to put out your good material.
oh yeah,
Or going to, like you said, a showcase or something where, again, people are there to listen. You go with your material, you're bombing, and you're like, you know what? Let's go to this dark humor, and then boom, they
oh yeah.
pick it up.
And if you pick it up, then you go with it. You don't, then
Right. So it's about being in the moment, reading the room, and whatnot. How are you doing with that? With reading the room before you even tell your jokes, or do you
yeah.
always like, I'm gonna do this no matter what?
Oh no, definitely not. It definitely depends on the type of room. I'll call this red versus blue jokes if you catch where I'm going. Not political with the Whataburger versus In-N-Out, but it just the crowd. If it's a red versus blue crowd, and if it's a red crowd, then it's gonna be yee. We're gonna be talking about Mountain Dew and shit. And we're gonna be having fun. It's gonna be a good time. Maybe not literally talk about Mountain Dew, but you know what I mean. It's gonna be we're gonna fit. We want shit that they can relate to, and I being a comic, that's what it is. It's about just being relatable to people. Like you said, the your jokes. It's like this is about me. You do a penis joke, and you're like, yeah, it's actually me that has a little penis or something. Like you talk about some guy with a big dick, and it's like, no, nope, it's me. I'm little, and that hurts me inside. I don't know.
Right. No, definitely. I get that you want to make sure you. I don't want to say you want to pander to your audience, but you don't want to. You don't want to get them off in the wrong mood. You don't want to ruin the show doing a political joke. Doing Trump jokes in a Biden room, for vice versa. Then someone's like, oh, well, whatever.
So many times in person, and it's horrible, dude. It's just like I was thinking. I was looking at my dog too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I really can't about people's feelings. Let's just be quiet here.
Yeah.
Not little convicts about to get into.
I get it. I get it. We'll wrap this up here soon since you got your dog probably pissing on something else right now. I don't know.
He's in his little pen, so we're good. I just wanted to
Okay.
make sure. I just don't want him to start, which I don't care. I just don't want him to be on the audio. That's like, oh man, Darron Finesilver doesn't care about his dog.
I got you. Now don't worry, we'll edit it out.
Here, can I put him on the camera?
Yeah, go ahead, put him on the camera.
Hold on, let me get him. We'll get him propped up. There we go. Oh, hold on. Let me get him.
All right.
And he's actually, I just got him today. His name's Kinnison. And if you know anything, well, you know about comedy, but if you know the great Sam Kinison, and that's what he actually got his name off of. He's a little stinky dog. He's a little stinky dog, but yeah, after the late great Sam Kinison. Ah!
Do you cry like that too, little Kinison? I don't think he's as talkative. Or...
No, he says, "What's my dad doing?" He's like, "Who's this guy?"
It's like, you don't like the camera, you don't like the light, huh? No, he's not giving me anything. What's he telling you? Because he's not giving me anything. Like
he's just like, Dad. He's like, put me down. He's like, I promise I'll eat my food. And I'm like, nope, because I don't trust him. Because the people that I got him from, they're like, oh, he likes to eat floorboards, or not floorboards, baseboards, base trim. And I'm like, yeah, we don't want to lose our deposit. So
yeah, no, definitely. Like my dog, I don't know how, was eating the drywall one time off a wall. Like just I don't know. I never saw it. I don't know how it happened, but I know it was her.
dogs just do whatever, man. Like they're like comical. They're like comical in their own right.
They are. They're lovable and comical. Are you gonna be doing jokes about your dog?
I'm sure. You know what? Actually, I probably will. I don't know if I think I did a joke about that. Yeah, in that video. So we can talk about it. That's actually funny. It was literally it was right after I was actually after my dad got this one dog, and he was gonna name it Duchess. And I don't want to talk about my life too much, but I did lose my virginity to a girl named Duchess, and that's just weird in its own right. Like I need a slut right now.
I mean, that's fine. Are you like a lord now? Like she was a duchess. Are you like a lord? Do you have a title or?
No, I just
okay.
Know that it never again, never again.
Never mess with royalty. Never mess with royalty.
Well, she's a cool chick. I don't want to talk bad about it.
I get it. We'll move on then.
What are you doing? But no, I'll probably make some jokes about him. This is a dryer puppy.
Oh, don't put him in the dryer. Don't.
He's gonna get a shower. All right, you want to say? Yeah, you got a question?
I got nothing for him. He's not really talking to me. It's a tough one. All right, let's talk about comedy. Let's go back to comedy for a second here. Got distracted.
Hey, this is like the Joe Rogan effect. DM DMT. Hey, yo, what's going on, guys? DMT.
Except with a dog.
Dog.
A DOG.
I was gonna try to do something. Yeah, there we go. DOG.
Yeah.
DMT. It's Joe Rogan. You're canceled. We're taking over.
So tell me. Okay, so tell me. You've been doing it just as long as I have. What's the biggest? What's the biggest venue, stage, performance, night, whatever you consider your biggest night was?
Ooh, oh man. Probably I did a ticketed gig. Back this, I did a ticketed event, which was pretty cool. There's probably maybe 50 people there. Nothing too crazy. No, it was September. What month is it? We're in January. I'm an idiot. We literally just had New Year's. I said, "What month is it?" I don't know what month it is. What?
We're only 3 days in. You're fine.
We're 3 days in. It's January. It's 2020. You still writing 2020 down? No, we made sure to get rid of it. No, it was a bike. It was actually a biker clubhouse thing, and it was whatever month it was. It doesn't matter, but it was October, maybe October. That sounds about right. Was you born yet, or was you still in your mom's placenta? Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. You didn't need to hear that. Anyway, no, it was a biker clubhouse thing, and there was probably 50 or 60 people there, and it was pretty dope.
Okay. All right. You have a good night then. Lots of
Yeah,
laughs.
yeah. It wasn't too. It wasn't too bad. I actually had a guy message me on Facebook that was there the other day, and he was like, the other day he messaged me. I was like, dude, he's like, you was funny, man. Blah blah blah. So it was cool. I got a bunch of free Jaeger bombs and Vegas bombs. So
That's a good night. It's a good
oh yeah.
night. Boy, what's a Vegas bomb?
So Vegas bomb. Oh, now you're asking me a good one. It's like Red Bull. I think it's Red Bull, peach schnapps, and pineapple juice. I think. Now, maybe that bartender chick, she'll watch this video and be like, he doesn't even know what a Vegas bomb is. I think that, I think it's got peach schnapps, pineapple juice, and I think Red Bull. I think that's it, honestly.
Huh. I've never heard of that. I'll have to go try it. Got to order it someplace.
Oh yeah, check it out. Check it out.
All right. So in the whole time you've been doing comedy, this 2 years or whatever, that was your biggest night. What was like the worst night? I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say it wasn't your first night.
No, what? No, first one actually went decent. With the adrenaline. Probably. Oh man, that's a good one. Probably it's out of state, either out of state show, either in Ohio, or when I drove all the way to Fort Wayne, which Fort Wayne's still in Indiana. It was like 2.5 hours. But actually, you know what? No, I tell you what. No, the worst night in comedy. I was in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm gonna tell you this story. So I was in Nashville, Tennessee. It was March 6th of 2020, right? So just I guess recently. You can say recently, whatever. Cool. I thought I was drinking prior to the day. Me and a buddy was drinking. I took a nap. Like I got back to his apartment. I took a nap. He's like, "Hey man, you gotta wake up. You got your comedy thing tonight." Meanwhile, it was just an open mic. It wasn't nothing big. It was just an open mic. Falling asleep, wakes me up. I go there. There's like 3 people there. I'm like excited. Like I literally was like, dude, one of the reasons I literally said, "Hey guys, let's go to Nashville," is so I could hit this open mic. Right? Thinking, "Oh, I'll meet some people, whatever." 3 people, 5 comics, 3 audience members. It bombed so bad. Dude boos me off stage. I'm just like, "Yep, this is great. This is what comedy's all about."
Yeah,
And
there are
it,
those nights.
it was a reality check, but you know what? That was the night that I learned who my friends were. Ain't that right, Kenson?
Yeah, yeah. There's always gonna be those nights, open mics, and you're just like you
Oh
wonder
yeah,
you wonder why you're there, but you know why you're there. So
you're there to get free drinks, right?
yeah, of course, the free Vegas bombs. So what were you doing in Tennessee, Nashville? Like what was
So literally, we just meet. A buddy of mine lives. So a buddy of mine lives in Nashville, and me and my other buddy was essentially just going down there to see him. But I was like, dude, let's go down. Let's go down to Nashville. I'll do comedy, and then we can visit our buddy. And then our buddy, just comedy bombed. Our buddy's drunk, and then I know the next day I'm driving back to Indy. a really boring trip. But
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and then you always have that memory of bombing there.
oh yeah, I'm not not even gonna follow up on that either. You set me up there right there. I see what that. I see
Wow.
21. Jingle bells. Don't nobody died in that, right?
We don't know yet.
Don't know yet.
Like I want to actually visit. I I want to actually visit Nashville.
You
What?
never.
No.
It's cool. It's cool. It's definitely it's a unique city nonetheless.
Mhm. Yeah, part of my this summer, because I was gonna take a damn, I can't speak. I get a month off from work in the summer because I work for the school districts,
Okay.
and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to visit a couple places during the summer for just the weekend because I have like a ton of airline miles I've saved up through over the years. I'm finally gonna use them. Nashville was one of those places because one of like my favorite comics right now, Nate Bargatze, and he's in Nashville, Tennessee, and I was like, let me see what it's like down there.
Okay. I think Dusty Slay. I think he's a Nashville comic. I believe.
What's
Don't
that?
hold me. Dusty Slay.
Okay.
I think he's from Nashville. I think. Don't hold me to it.
Uh, I won't then. But yeah, there was him. It was New York. I never thought about the Midwest, like Indiana or Cincinnati. Like,
Bit of
man,
Chicago.
no.
I tell you, I heard Chicago, and I don't hold me to it. I don't know if it's true, but I heard that like you could pretty much do a mic every single night of the week, and then like there's multiple mics going on. Like you could do a mic at 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. There's a mic you can do at 10 p.m., 12 p.m., 4 in the morning. I'm like, dude, I couldn't even imagine doing comedy at 4. That sounds cool, but
Yeah, like traveling would be definitely something. Once COVID is, I don't know when it'll be done, but at least once it lifts a little bit more regulations and freedom, I guess. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, because I know, like I said, Arizona, I want to go to. I've done a few mics in LA. I did one show in, is it Glendale, Arizona, or near Phoenix, whatever. I did one show there, but I want to do more. I want to do more. It's cool, I guess, in Cincinnati, like everything was kind of close to each other. All those places you went to.
Cincy was. So when I went to Cincy, I only just one little thing like outskirts. It was called the Office Bar, and it was different. I walked in there and did a joke, and the guy was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" Like I listened, re-listened to it. And the guy was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa," and thought I was getting off topic and offensive. But no, you just have to pay attention. I'll start off with something that's like, "Oh, what the fuck's this guy talking about?" But
Right, right. You gotta, and it's actually it's kind of cool that you're freshly new to comic as me. So it's like it's more like I'm trying to just have a conversation of like what have we done so far? Where are we at? Like, what have you done? What have I done that's similar?
oh, you know what I mean? Yeah, no, I know that, dude. Like I want to see what LA is about, and I just want to start like right now. I've been focused on these TikTok things because I wouldn't mind get an acting thing. Start doing some acting. Start doing some comedies or whatever. That's the main thing is
Yeah.
that's the reason comedy. The reason I stuck into it is yeah, I got into it because of that girl, but I stuck into it because I'm like, dude, I do movies, and that'd be all. I don't want to necessarily be the guy with the microphone. It's like, yeah, and today I had sex. Ha ha ha. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. No, definitely. I mean, I get what you're saying. I've actually been doing comedy or not comedy. I've been doing acting classes the last couple months because it's nice being creative and doing stuff.
oh yeah,
Whether it's on stage making people laugh with jokes that you write, or pretend to be someone else on camera. Creativity is awesome. Hopefully, I get to travel more like you have. I don't think I'm ready to move yet. I like my city too much.
must
But
be nice.
what was that?
I said must be nice to like you said. I'm just messing with you.
It's
Indy,
Vegas. It's Vegas, baby. It's Vegas. Come on.
oh yeah, no, Indy was cool. I think if the weather would have been a little bit nicer, it wasn't just cold and icy and stuff. I think maybe could have held out, but
Mm. I don't know enough about that city to say anything. You got you got the Pacers.
yeah,
You got
yeah,
the,
yeah.
you got the Indianapolis 500.
Yeah, we got it's the Invisible Cup, but yeah, it's a picture.
Yeah, that's man. They're really good at like if you're not paying for branding, they'll hide it. Like wow,
Right.
sponsorships. Indianapolis 500. You got the Colts.
They just made the playoffs.
Yeah,
They
so
just
you guys got like three good things there. All right, three good things.
yeah,
And
500. Yeah, Colts and Pacers.
yeah, and you just left that all behind. I hope you're happy.
Hey, Suns are first in the West, baby.
All right, you got the Suns. You got Cardinals.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I guess it's a good trade off. I guess it's a good, 1-for-1 balance.
I don't think the Phoenix Suns are gonna say, "Hey, Darren, come sit courtside. We don't have any fans. We want you to be the ball boy. You're the Chase ball boy."
Hey, a job is a job in this pandemic, man. A job is a job.
I'll do it. I'll be the guy to powder. Never mind. No, we're not getting
No,
that. That
no, that's worse. She don't do that, man. Don't be doing those hack jokes. Come on now. Like we're like 2 years in. You better than this now. Come on.
Yeah, Kennison's like, dude, you're letting me down, man. You're supposed to be not a loser. Not a loser.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's gonna run away now. He's like, I'm gonna find a real comedian out here somewhere in Meza.
he
It's like a
came from
whole.
he probably will, man, because he came from a nice little area, man.
He's got
Nice.
high expectations for you.
Did and I got to learn my Spanish too.
Sí, aprende eso.
All I know is un momento, por favor.
Well, you got a lot of practice, and there's a lot of Mexican restaurants down there. So learn how to order in Spanish.
And I'll be the one guy that I'm gonna be the one like hey, I like a burrito in
Nope.
I don't even know what I just even said there.
You'll, you'll get it. I'm sure you'll get it.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, but it's been great talking to you. Like I said, it's nice hearing someone else who's only been doing as long as I have. But it's great that you haven't just been an open micer to say, you've gone to other states. You went to visit friends and somewhere else, and you say, I'm gonna do the mic here. So it's awesome that even though you've been doing it a short period of time, you're still putting yourself out there.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. And that's what I feel like you have to do because
Mhm.
that's like right. We're doing this, Yeah, COVID could have shut Vegas down. COVID could have shut Indianapolis down. But hell, I was still in Indianapolis when you made the post or whatever. However, we got linked up, and I was like, dude, I'm interested in the game. Let's dive out. Let's make it happen. And you could have been like, nah, man, you ain't my type. You're a little weird. I don't know if I want this. You
I'm not.
gave that. I'm like off that dating app.
Yeah, no. I mean, I appreciate you being here. Like I said, it's nice hearing a new up and coming comedian being out there. And like I want to meet. That's why I posted in that group. I want to talk to more comedians and hear their stories and whatnot. Because the whole podcast, like I said, it's for anyone who wants to do comedy, thinks about doing comedy, never thought about it, or just wants to know behind the scenes of like what is comedy. Like you got into it because you went to a place and you didn't want to pay.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, if I'm ever the Adam Sandler or the Kinnison, of comedy, then it's like, yeah, I'm doing this because I didn't want to pay, and I don't know if anybody else has ever had that experience with comedy, but story, man, I was like, at $5, that's not a make or break. Hell, we got a stimulus. That's stimulus money, right?
Yeah, exactly. So like, who knows how many people are out there wondering like, oh, I wonder how you get on stage. You go to some place and you don't want to pay. That's how you get on stage.
Or you match with some crazy girl that will make fun of you later, and it's okay. And then you'll tell her it's on the toilet seat, and she probably thinks I'm a creep, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just good. It's just more material.
Hey, she could be at this gas station right behind me.
You should run because that means she's stalking you.
She probably is.
But it's good to hear from you. It's good to hear this stuff. You've been doing it for 2 years, so right now it's fresh in your mind. I know it is because it's fresh in mind. What is one thing that you wish you knew before you started comedy that you can pass on to anybody else?
Just that sounds dumb, but just be kind. You know, I knew that I was kind off the get go, but I think I wish I would have been like be kind, but I wouldn't have been so naive either. Because you got to be kind, but don't just let anybody in. Don't you could go to this comedy group and oh yeah, hey, like we saw my ad in the friends request. That's fine, do that, but don't just listen to everybody's promise. If they say, oh, I can get you on a gig or I can get you here, like just learn. You got to learn that you got to get yourself
Yeah,
there first.
yeah.
You be your ride. Don't say, "Oh, I can take you to this gig," or not like literally say, "Hey, I can get you this gig." I'll be your ride to the gig, not literally, but I'll be your access. I'll be your point of contact to get you in there. No, you got to make sure you can do it for yourself, and make sure and make sure not just one person funny. This might sound overwhelming to some people that's never done comedy. They're like, "Well, how do I know if I'm funny?" Make sure you're fun more. You do make sure you're funny to multiple other comedians. Make sure that you and other comedians have things that you laugh about, have things that you're. So then when you do go to these open mics, you're not just like, oh, there's so and so, there's Joe Johnson. I don't like Joe Johnson. He's a dick, man. He made fun of cats, and I'm a cat guy. I don't want to see him. Make sure that you have a group of people that you call your comedy group, your comedy family. Because at the end of the day, we're supposed to all be a comedy family, but we all have dysfunctional cousins that are too busy doing blow in the parking lot. So we all have to just enjoy our comedy, and if they're too busy doing blow in the parking lot, they're still family. But you know what? Just let them be. Let them be.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. Be kind, be polite. You do not want to get banned on your first night out thinking you're hot shit because you're not on your first night unless you're a prodigy out of nowhere.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. Don't be naive. People are nice. They'll be like, hey, um, come check out a show with us, whatever. Maybe they'll ask for a ride this time. But at the same time, don't just put yourself out there all the time expecting this is how I get in. It's
Oh, yeah.
not, yeah. You'll have to know when's enough. Like when if they're taking advantage of me or what. So yeah, be nice. Don't be naive.
Definitely, 150%, man.
I'm glad you agree because you said it. Your words. All right, all right. Oh, this is awesome. Anything you want to promote? Say anything before we sign you off here.
Man, that's I guess. Hey, Darron Finesilver comedy. I know he's talking about like pages, but check it out. That way you can see the content for yourself. I'm sure I'm sure there's going to be a little clip in here, and you'll be able to check it out. But check out new stuff. I'm going to try to do new content daily. Being a new dad, this is challenging. So you
Yeah,
know,
man.
dad life, man. So, but we're
Be
not going to let that career. So pet rent's $45 a month, so I got to do whatever I can do to make that money, and maybe he can earn some sponsorships. So, hey, Perina, you're out there. I know you want to sponsor him. Don't worry about me. Just sponsor him. He needs rent money. He might start a or something.
yeah, spoken like a good dog dad. Yeah, make sure you get him an Instagram account set up and everything. It'll come. Make
Oh,
sure you update your Tinder page with single dad, and then show your kid off.
oh yeah.
All right. Well, this is awesome. Thank you for being on the show. If you're ever in Vegas, hopefully you stop by sometime. Hit me up. Just go to some
All right.
mics. If I'm ever in Meza, I'll hit you up. Um, yeah, man. Thanks for being on the show. Thank you.
Sounds good, man.
All right. You have a good night.
You too.